Hello, this is Carol in the teen department, and today we're going to do an art project called Heart Art because, this is February, and the most fabulous thing about February is Valentine's Day. So we're going to prep some artwork for Valentine's Day. You're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need a canvas panel, which you can easily get at either a Walmart or a craft store such as Hobby Lobby or Michael's, whatever you have in your location. And you're going to need some contact paper, and you're going to need some craft paint, a used gift card, not certificate. And I would very strongly recommend having some paper towels handy because this is a messy project. So just be aware of that when you get started. So the first thing you're going to do is trace a heart on your contact paper, on the paper side of your contact paper. If you're somebody that's has artistic talent, unlike me, then you can go ahead and freehand trace your heart and then get ready to cut it out, because we're not actually going to use the heart that you draw. Or like me, I printed one off and I'm using that to draw the heart on my contact paper, which you saw on here. Now what I did, I went ahead and prepped that ahead of time so that you didn't have to see me sit there and cut out a heart. And the first thing we're going to actually do is now take this contact paper off, slowly peel it off and put it onto your canvas panel, and manage not to get it all stuck on itself at any point. So having it on the canvas panel and as close as possible to match up, because the goal here is to protect most of the surface of the canvas panel from the paint, because we only want the paint that I've got over here in the bottles on surfaces where the heart shape is. And the rest of it, we don't want to have any kind of paint on there. So one of the most important things that you want to keep up with is make sure that you very carefully stick this along the bottom, because you're going to be dragging paint down the surface this way, and you don't want paint to go under here because it's going to make your edges not be as clean as possible. So the next step is to put some dabs of paint on your canvas. Now, I'm one of those people that like symmetry, so I'm actually going to be kind of matching my colors where I'm putting them from one side to the other. You don't have to do that. This is entirely up to you. This is your art project. So wherever you want to put your dabs of paint, you put your dabs of paint there. And I'm putting 3 because I do want my dominant color to be red. I'm a fan of red. And then, of course, got to have some pink in there as a contrast. So I'm going to put a dab of pink in here, another dab of pink on this side. And then I'm going to start adding in some other colors to it, because you don't necessarily just want pink and red in your artwork. You can see I've already got pink paint on my thumb. So let me wipe that off because I don't want to transfer that to any of the other colors. So now let's put some turquoise on there. And that one is a little stingier. And I may have more paint colors than I have room for, and that's a good thing. I'm going to do copper on this one, give it a little more contrast, a little more daub of that. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of white in here. This is a pearly white, so it's going to be a little bit different. Now the goal here is to drag that down so that you've got an effect on your, literally I'm going to have just stripes on there. Whoops, I made a mess, so it's going to be a little bit messy on my side, one side here. Now you don't have to do it this way. This is just the way, like I said, I like symmetry. You can do an ombre effect, you can tilt the heart, and your lines are going to stay parallel to your lines of your canvas, but your heart's going to be at an angle. So you can do multiple hearts, just however you want to do it. Now at that point, you want to wipe the paint off before you start to the next line. Like I said, lots of paper towels. And then go down the next line with your paint. Now if you run out of paint, You can add more dabs of paint up here and keep going with it if you want to keep adding. I actually kind of like that effect the way it is. I am going to scrape a little bit of that red off. Doesn't matter to me if it got a little bit, the design got a little bit messed up there. I'm going to get rid of that because knowing me, I will lay my arm down in it. So what I'm going to do next is take this off. And now you can see what your heart looks like now that you're done with your drawing, or I'm done with my drawing. And I really do hope that you guys take some time to do this project and that you enjoy it and maybe make your little heart happy here. So we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.